to the Youth Podcast, episode 7.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm very tired.
Yeah, me and Reece...
Don't get me started, I'm very tired.
Yeah, me and Reece are very tired. We almost thought we could just sit here and have a nap rather than filming an episode, but we're here, Reece.
Yay.
Energise.
Energise.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're back. We were meant to film last week, but I was very unwell, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're always unwell on this podcast, aren't we?
You barely. It's always me that's unwell.
Yeah, true. But I had COVID once, which cancelled it.
Yeah.
And I had to cancel last Monday.
Yeah, I mean, I've been ill in most of the episodes and I've never cancelled.
It's true. Reece hasn't cancelled. He just turns up and snots up into the drinks we give him.
Oh, please.
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on
That
YouTube.
is on YouTube.
It's in the episode. It's not actually. It's on the funny moments stuff.
Is it?
As well, yeah.
Oh, check that out.
So
that was
separate
so
stuff.
funny. Check it out. But yeah, we're back. Episode 7, which we can't believe we've done 7 episodes so far. And we got a special one today, haven't we?
We have got
Because we have got our second guest.
Second.
Who's our guest today, Reece?
Nick, the pastor at Bourne Baptist Church.
Got Pastor Nick.
Pastor Nick.
And we're going to be doing...
Asking him what's his favourite type of pasta.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing what's called Grill the Pasta.
Da da da.
So Reece has made these really cool cut-out cards where
I make all this.
the young people could write questions on them in our youth groups.
I mean,
And we said whatever they write down, we would ask Nick, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we've got some silly ones. We've also got some serious ones.
Yeah.
So we're going to have Nick on a little bit later, which I'm quite excited for.
Yes.
I'm quite excited for that.
Let's go.
Let's go. But anyway, Reece, how's your week been? What have you been up to over the last few days? Obviously, we had Mother's Day 2 days ago.
No, it wasn't 2 days ago.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
It was literally yesterday. Okay.
Oh my word.
All right, relax.
So what I've been up to is, so on Mother's Day, that's for one thing. Obviously, did stuff for my mum, so we made a breakfast and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you make for breakfast?
So she always has this. She has this every year for Mother's Day. She always has croissants, Philadelphia, and jam. So yeah.
Not bad.
My sister's got her presents because at their school they do this Mother's Day. I think it's called a sale or something. So you bring a pound and you get stuff. Yeah, whatever.
So basically, you didn't get your mum anything.
I did get my mum stuff. I got her a card and I got a daffodils that she asked for.
Okay, that's fair enough.
So yeah, she's happy.
Daffodils are nice.
Yeah, she likes daffodils. Yeah. And then before that, it was just school, so nothing interesting. But this guy being ill, so no podcast. This guy being ill, so no podcast.
Yeah.
Can I just say, when I heard that, I was so annoyed. I was like, oh my word. I literally, all the stuff I had it all ready. I had it all ready, and I was a bit suspecting you might say no, because you normally say no.
It's harsh.
You do. You normally can.
Well, 7 episodes.
I've never cancelled for being ill.
Well, I was very ill.
And like I said, I snotted the mugs, yet I'm still here.
It's true. Yeah. But I would say this was the most unwell I'd ever been potentially. I was
We'll
so
see.
unwell.
Let's see. Let's get in 3 more episodes, and then he'll be ill for an even bigger thing. We'll see. I mean,
harsh. I almost called an ambulance on Monday.
Yeah, you did say that, didn't you?
Yeah, I was so unwell. It got to a point where I sat on the sofa and Mahela was like, "You've got to get to bed because you're so unwell." And I couldn't move. And I sat there like this and my brain went, "All right, legs, get me up." And they just didn't move. And I started panicking and I was trying to move my arms and I couldn't move my arms. I was like, I was so unwell. But yeah. But, I'm back now. Back out now.
Right. How was your week?
Oh, you remembered.
You're
getting better.
Don't I always ask that?
You're getting better at it.
I'm going to have to go through the episodes if I always ask that.
Do you know what though? I did have a good thing actually. So me and Mahela went to a conference last weekend, on Friday and Saturday, and we stayed at a travel lodge and we got a nice little breakfast buffet. I love a little breakfast buffet. So got up in the morning, serve your own sausages. This is personally what I go for if I'm having a cooked breakfast. sausages,
Yeah.
bacon,
Yeah.
egg,
No.
hash brown,
Yeah.
beans,
Yeah.
croissant on the side. It was good.
I like
wasn't it?
croissants, but I don't think the combination works with no eggs.
No, wait, you don't like eggs?
No, I don't like eggs.
Right, Easter eggs,
Don't even get me
cream
started.
eggs,
I like cream eggs.
chocolate eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, just not real ones.
Just not ones that come out of a chicken. No.
Fair enough. Yeah, no. So I did that, and then we had Mother's. Obviously, it was Mother's Day. Had my mum round and my dad and my header's mum, and we decided to do a barbecue on Sunday, which was very smart when it was chucking it down with rain. So I was out in the garden with an umbrella.
It's always raining, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's always raining.
I know. So yeah, so we did a barbecue, stood in the rain.
Yeah.
So that wasn't the smartest, but it was nice. Got up my mum some flowers,
Nice.
you know, that classic sort of thing. And she came to church on Sunday with us, so that was nice as well.
Mm.
But yeah, that was it really.
Good.
Okay, here we are. We have got Pastor Nick with us.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Pastor Nick, welcome to the youth
Thank you.
podcast.
Thanks a lot.
Lovely to have you here.
And you? Nathan? Reece? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, if you don't know Nick, he is the pastor of our church here at Bourne Baptist Church. Do you want to say something about you, Nick? A little something about you?
Something about myself? Yeah, I've been pastor here for 9 years and grew up down the south coast. And I've got 3 children, a wife, and we've got a dog called Fern.
He loves his dog, don't you?
I
He
do.
loves his
Yeah.
dog.
I didn't
So,
actually know you had a dog, to be fair.
did you not?
No, I didn't even
Oh.
know.
There you go. Learning something about Nick already.
Yeah.
So we are doing, like we said earlier, Grill the Pastor. So we have given out these cards to different young people. They have wrote down some hard questions, some silly ones, and we said we'd ask Nick all of them, didn't we? So you're going to fire off first.
Right. So this question is: what's your hair care routine?
What's my hair?
What hair?
Yep. Thanks, Willie. Thanks, Nathan. Yeah. Head and shoulders.
Head and Shoulders
Head and
shampoo.
shoulders. Head and shoulders shampoo.
Yeah, I used to have that as well.
Yeah. And dandruff. There are other mates available, but it's head and shoulders.
Head and Shoulders.
Oh,
There you go.
head and shoulders.
Why do they call it Head and Shoulders, not Hair and Shoulders?
Head.
Head.
You do your head. The
Yeah,
head.
but
Yeah,
you're
I
washing your hair.
don't know.
I don't understand the shoulders.
I know,
bit.
perhaps they can make it in the shame.
It works.
Shoulders,
It
knees,
works
and
for
toes.
you anyway.
Works for me. Yeah, that's right.
Right, obviously the young people are very interested in this because my one says, why do you have a bald patch? Do you want to show the camera your bald patch? You
Really?
just put your head down.
Really?
Right? Yeah. There we go. So Nick, why do you have a bald patch?
Age.
It's partly age, but I did actually, when I was younger, when I used to get stressed, I used to do that. Twiddle
Did
my
you?
hair. Yeah, so, and because of that, it sort of pulled it out. I used to twiddle and pull it out. Or when I was
So
tired.
don't do that.
When I was tired, and I do that and pull it out. So there is a reason, but I think it's also, genetic. I think a big extent, my dad was a bit like this.
Yeah.
And my dad used to have a comb over.
Did he?
I'm not.
You're not going for that then?
No. I'll go down to grade 2, and then it grows back, and then grade 2.
So lesson number 1 from today from Pastor Nick is don't twiddle.
Don't twiddle and pull your hair out, you go bald.
There you go. All right, going to do your next one?
Yes. How many times a week are you at church?
Well, it depends what you classify as at church, because I work for the church, so therefore I am here most days. Most days other than Saturday, which is my day off. But I'm usually here, around or involved. But yeah, so because it's my place of work, I'm here quite a lot.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, would you say that a hot dog is a sandwich?
Would I say hot dog is well, no, because it's in a roll, not a sandwich. It's not between 2 slices of bread. It's in a roll.
Oh, so if you
Well,
put...
technically it's like two slices.
So that's a sub. That's not a sandwich.
Is a roll is a sandwich though, don't you think? Is a roll a sandwich?
No, I'd say that's a...
So if you put like ham in between it...
Yeah, that's a ham roll, not a ham sandwich.
Nice.
I'm not sure about that, but we'll let
Anyway.
we'll let him have it.
2 bits of bread make a
Alright,
sandwich.
we'll let him have it. What do you think about the hot dog? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Well, why is it called a
Right.
hot dog?
It's true.
I guess why would you put hot? That's a bit deceiving though, because you would heat up a dog and then put it between 2 bits, would you?
Yeah, I don't think that's what it's saying. But anyway, alright, we'll move on.
Dog.
We'll move on.
Dog.
Go on, Reece, you go for your one.
Who is your favourite saint?
Who's my favourite saint?
Yes, that's the question.
And that's obviously to do with a religious saint, not
Yeah.
all saints. That's a band, by the way. An old one.
I don't think anyone wants to.
Okay, you can. Don't worry, you can edit it. Don't worry. For me, I think there's a number of saints, but
quite a tricky one.
It is. Well, there's that. I'm trying to remember them. Oh dear, come on. What's his name?
Michael.
No.
You can come back to it if you want.
Well, I can't remember it. I have to Google it, but I can't remember. That's pretty bad. I suppose you got St Patrick, that's quite a famous one, and he was the one who is an Irish saint, and he went out in a little conical thing, which is a little boat like that, and went across the sea. You think, mate, that took guts. You know, and it's not in big waves. It was in this like little ditch, and he was off.
Yeah.
So you know, it's impressive. A lot of the early saints, those sort of things. But actually, you've got modern saints as well. So actually, some of those are inspirational, like Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
And things like that. They were being ordained as saints.
That's a good one. Cool. All right. Why? Okay. This is back to the hair again. Why have you got a beard? That's what we got.
Why have you got a
That's
beard?
from Orson.
It's
Why
just-
have you
it's
got a
just the
beard?
hair.
Because it don't shave.
Because you don't shave.
Don't shave that bit. No, it's just I've had it since I was like in my 20s. So really, it's just me now.
Yeah,
I have shaved it off a couple of times. Like I've done it like, and you do it and think, oh no, I look awful.
Yeah,
So it comes back. So I think it's just uncomfortable, and it's just I've gone from having just a goatee to having it a bit more around like that, and you try different techniques, don't you? So, but yeah, so it's just partly I don't shave the area. That's why it grows.
That's why I have a beard. Because I'm too lazy to shave it
does.
off. Seriously, I'm just too lazy. Anyway, all right, go on, Reece, you go.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Ooh,
No.
Maybe.
no,
Oh no way.
no, I don't think so. Either.
No.
No.
Meat and onion and
No, not even onion.
oh I know.
No
Yeah.
fruit or veg on pizza.
No, I quite like that. And what about anchovies?
No.
Oh, you must be joking. No, you must be having a
Oh
laugh.
no, I love
No
anchovies.
chance. No chance.
No chance.
Okay, I think this is my last.
You're
silly
not.
one.
Oh.
And then we've got some other ones. Why are you named after pasta? That's from Kerry Wade.
Why am I named that? I suppose it depends how you pronounce it. If you say pasta or pasta,
Pasta.
it's pasta Nick, not pasta Nick. But
Okay.
if you're not north, it sounds more like pasta, doesn't it?
Pasta.
But I'm not named after pasta. It's pasta.
It's pasta.
Pasta.
It's not pasta, it's
I
pasta.
suppose officially I'm a reverend, but I don't give that. I don't use that title. I tend to be.
No, that's not
Yeah, no. So some people call me Nick the Vic.
That's quite cool.
Yeah, that works. So.
Okay, that's the best
but
thing
I like that, yeah.
But I'm quite happy with actually all the kids in school call me Pastor Nick, so that's fine. And I
I
like
mean,
that.
when I was in primary school, I've always called you Pastor Nick.
Yeah, and especially when I see some of the kids in the street, they say, "Oh, Pastor Nick." So
Oh, look, it's
that's fine.
Pastor Nick.
Yeah,
I know him. He went to my school.
There you go.
that's what they did.
That's what it is. Cool, alright. I think we get more serious
Yeah,
now.
we
aren't
got to the.
Okay.
So, how many good things do I need to do to get to heaven?
How many good things?
Yes. Here we go. This is
Yeah,
where it
well,
gets
again,
big.
it's awkward because actually it is good to do good things, but actually, do you have to do good things to get to heaven? Does there have to be you've got to do this and this? I don't think so. I think it says in the Bible, and Jesus says actually, you get to heaven through knowing me, it's not through works, it's not through what have you done, it's not going, oh yeah, well I helped an old lady across the road there, and I came to church, I prayed a bit, and I read the Bible a bit. It's about actually, do you know me? And Jesus, do you know Jesus? Do you have a relationship with Jesus? And if you do, that's, I believe, that's how you get to heaven. It's through a relationship with Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Good answer.
But I think it's still good. It is good to do good things and to help people, because Jesus talks about helping people. But that doesn't. You don't have to. You can't. It's not got a tick sheet. You go, oh, actually, well done. You've done 15 of those and 3 of those, and like a rewards chart. Now you're in. It doesn't work. I don't think it works like that.
No.
I just noticed, yes, multicolored socks.
Very nice socks, Nick.
Very
Thanks.
Good answer as well. Okay, next question. This is quite a hard one. Why does God allow suffering? I know it's hard to answer that
He's
straight
doing the
away.
mouth thing.
Do the mouth thing. What's that? Yeah.
Take a quick drink to give yourself some more time.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Good tactic.
Good tactic. Does he allow? Does it? I think the problem is that suffering comes because The world's not as it should be. In what I think and what I believe, unfortunately, it went wrong right at the very beginning, and therefore, because of that, suffering came into the world. Before this thing, Adam and Eve were in the world. They then basically just did their own thing, rather than do what God directed them to do. They were persuaded to do something different through the serpent, and therefore, at that point, it broke what the perfect idea was, and therefore allowed things like suffering to happen. Because suffering comes often from the selfishness of mankind. If you look at some of the natural disasters that we see, they happen because of other impacts, like global warming and things like that, have come because of what we have done to the world. There are, if someone's my answer, I also recognise that God allows it, because I'm not God and I don't know. Because it is sometimes it's very unfair. You think, well, hang on, God, how come that person there is suffered in that way? And I'm not God, so I don't know. But I recognise that some suffering comes because of just the selfishness of man. And God isn't into creating robots. He's given us a choice to do our own. He's given us a choice, free will, they call it. So we get to choose how we act. And so suffering, I think, comes through the fact that sometimes we act selfishly. But I also recognise there are sometimes where I think, actually, I don't quite know why that person's being suffered that much. When you think about, illness and stuff going on, and if there was, like you think about the Boxing Day tsunamis that came and killed lots of people, and so it's that's a hard one. Because it must grieve God, I think, to see people, His creation damaged, to see people that He loves, because God sent His Son Jesus. It says in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son, and whoever believes in Him shall not perish but have eternal life. So whether people know Him yet or not, God loves them, and He wants them to choose to follow Him. So it must really grieve Him when suffering happens, when an earthquake happens, or a war happens. So that's probably not a very good answer.
No, it's good.
It's a waffly one, but it's.
And to add on to what Nick was saying as well, is that we might not always understand why suffering's happening, but God still wants us to talk to Him about it. And when we're suffering, God wants to hear from us, and He draws closer to us when we are suffering. And
that's a bit like there's a story in the Bible, Joseph, and his brothers do some stuff, and he gets sent off, and later on he then catches up with. They actually find him, and he says what they deemed for evil, God deemed for good. So sometimes we might go, that's really rough and really tough, but God turns it around to make it actually give us impacts us for good. So yeah.
Good. Go on, your one, Reece.
What is your dream for this church?
What is my dream for this church? Well, I suppose, can I just clarify? The church is the people, not necessarily the building. So my dream for the church, if we're thinking about the people, is that they would all become active in serving Jesus as disciples. I want to see people coming to a place where they know Jesus for themselves, and from that they don't just become observers, they become participants. They get involved, because I believe being a Christian isn't about a static, you observe. You've actually got to get involved. You've got to get down and dirty. You've got to get in and serve and get in and help. So my dream is to see a place full of a vibrant community. Is another a vibrant community of people coming together, loving God, and seeking to bless this town, Bourne.
There we go. That's all the questions we've got for
That's
Pastor
all the
Nick.
questions.
Give Nick a round of applause.
Yeah.
Done very well.
Thank you.
So
I'm just going to go Bob.
Yeah, he's never coming back on again.
I will.
He's like, you didn't tell me if you had it.
I would come again. I'll come again. I'm happy to come again.
It's our second ever guest.
Oh,
There you go.
Lucky you.
yeah, I know. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you guys for watching episode 7, and thank you to Pastor Nick for answering the young people's hardest
Thanks
questions.
so
There
much,
were some tricky questions in there, actually, weren't
They
there?
were very tricky.
Some tricky questions, but it did a good job. So that's it for this week, guys. We hope you've enjoyed. Any final words, Reece, before we go?
Listen to your parents. Right.
Listen to your parents.
There you go.
That's all he's got.
But yeah, so yeah, thanks, Nick. It's been a pleasure having you on. And from what we can tell, you might not come back on for a long while.
Yeah, I think we've scared him off.
Scared him off now. Yeah, so it's very fun filming this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens.
Catch you guys in a
the next
couple of
episode.
weeks.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.